Okay, so now it's about to be game one of the Miami-Boston series, and of course the factor in this one, as far as Miami winning this series, is going to be LeBron James point blank period. And we all know he's the leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading assist leader on his team. So we factor all that in. LeBron James is going to get a lot of people involved, but there's going to need to be two assets, or factors, so to speak, that are going to come into play. Udonis Haslem is going to have to show up, and that's bench points for the most part. And Chalmers, as a starter, is going to have to show up. So it's going to have to be a few people that are going to have to show up in order for Miami to win. D-Wade, of course, he's going to have to go off a few games. But it's not needed. As long as he's averaging at least 24 points a game, give or take, they'll be okay. Miami should win this series if their bench could score at least 30 to 35 points. If they can stay within that margin, this should be a pretty easy series, relatively. But again, this is going to start from penetration. That's going to be a key factor in this series. So when you think about Boston, the most important factor of it is going to be Rondo and the pick and roll. Rondo gives a lot of penetration, so when he goes into the paint, 9 times out of 10, KG is sitting there from the 18-footer, and he's going to knock down that shot. Okay, so it's going to depend on that. But if the Celtics shoot how they shot against the 76ers, they have no chance in winning this series. Not even close. And I really don't think that they can win the series to begin with. I think Miami's going to take this series at least in 6 games, maybe 5. I think it should go 6. I mean, true champs to get at least, 2 games out of it. But this should be interesting. Like I said, Rondo's going to have to come, and KG's going to have to play at a super high level. Paul Pierce, hit or miss. I mean, 15 points here or there. Their bench really isn't good at all. So I don't even know if that's really going to be a factor, but who knows? A Brandon Bass could show up again and play lights out and, hit 28 points, because that's what it's going to take for Boston to win. They look tired to me. And watching them jog up and down the court, it just doesn't look good. Ray Allen is definitely going to have to step up. Him shooting the way he's been shooting is not going to cut it for the team as well. He's going to have to play out of his mind pretty much in order for them to possibly be into the series. Like I said, let's see. It's about to be game 1 today, so I'm not sure if Boston may or may not, try to pull it off. It's like I said in the last video, it's all about the hungrier team. Talent does play a factor in this series, because Miami is definitely talented, but their bench is so-so. So if you have like a Mike Miller, like I said, Haslem, Joel Anthony, Turk, one of these guys that just picks it up and turns it on in the playoffs, in this game or that game, Boston has no chance. They really don't. So, like I said, my prediction in the series, Miami in 6 games, 4-2. It doesn't matter how it happens. I don't care if Boston comes in Miami and beats them the first 2 games. Miami will win the next 4. They just got the better team, the better athletes, and when you have the MVP playing at the level that he's been playing at, I mean, seriously, LeBron James could really average a triple-double every game. And quite frankly, that's what Boston's going to need out of Rondo in order for them to even compete in these games. And I said compete. Shooting 33% for an overall series like they did in the Philly series will not cut it against an elite team as Miami is. So stay tuned. More or less, this is probably going to play out how I said. So we'll see.